welcome back everybody to the channel. Dave the Kid here, and today we are doing the Apex Legends tier list of the legends. So start this thing off with Mirage, and since I don't know how to edit videos on PlayStation, I'm just going to go through all the legends on the firing range. But starting it off with Mirage, he is the worst legend in the game. He is right now. He is D tier, because they're starting off with D tier. We're having Mirage. It's like he's not that good. Like, okay, what makes him interesting is this: when he's fighting someone, he can do this, and it's like, but it doesn't like compare really too much to like the other legends. So for that, he's not like a super bad legend. Just out of all the other legends in the game, he's not really the best. I do think his passive is extremely underrated though. The invisible res. So I would bump him up higher. Like, I do think he's a solid legend. Just out of all the legends that are in the game and all their like abilities, I don't think he's like anywhere near the top. So we have Mirage at D tier. Next we have I don't know if you saw who I picked. Crypto. Crypto is an extremely fun legend to play. Like, if you know how to play him good, and like you can have a lot of fun playing Crypto. Crypto and Mirage are two really fun legends, but they, compared to all the other legends, they're not really that good. And it's kind of sad, but it's the truth. Like, so next we have Crypto. This is still D tier. The drone. So his passive is like not there. His drone is cool, but a Bloodhound scan is better. And his EMP is cool. Yeah, his EMP is good. But if that's what's good about his kit, like I'm even kind of thinking about putting Crypto behind Mirage, but I do think just the EMP makes him better. I think it's just the EMP. It makes Crypto not as good. But like the drone is like, if you have a good squad that you can rely on, like getting the drone out, especially, I think the drone fits really well with when you're talking with a Watson and Caustic. And like if you're like friends with and like having voice chat on with a Watson and Caustic, Crypto is pretty good because you can like camp out a base and then, but that doesn't usually happen. So for that, sorry Crypto, but just not one of the best legends in the game. So next, we are moving on to C tier with it's hard to make you think I was picking Ash. Nope. Seer. Seer came in with a bang, and everybody thought he was super broken, but he, like, the heartbeat sensor is good. And like that, like you can like see their health bar. It is good. I just think there are just some better like weapons and things to do in the game. Like, I just think there are things that are better than just like, I don't know, like I don't feel like if I'm playing against a Crypto, in like a match, I don't feel like a Bloodhound, I'm like, oh no, they got a Bloodhound, they're always gonna know where I am. But like, but Teir, you're just like, he just doesn't hit for me. So that's Crypto at D. They're starting at it's C. Next, moving on to the next C tier legend, we have. Hope I picked the right one. Nope. Yeah, it's not Wraith. Wraith's higher up on the list. We have Watson. Watson, her buff made her better. Don't get that wrong. Now it does 20 damage. That makes her from being bloody awful to being fine. But why would we settle for fine when we could have like pretty good? So that's why she's here. Her ultimate, I still stand by what I think, that a Gibby Bubble is better than her ultimate. And Gibby Bubble is like a tactical. So yeah, yeah. There is some bigger range, but yes, yeah. Watson's fits right about there for me. Then my next legend is Bangor. Bangor, she, I feel like, is kind of pretty good, but compared to every other legend in the game, like that smoke is good, but I just think there are better abilities that you could have than just like, and mainly, I think it's her smoke. Like her passive is amazing, so is her ultimate. I think her smoke often becomes more of a detriment than like useful. Like, just like you'll be in a fight and then you'll smoke, and then someone on the other team will have a digi threat and you won't, and then you'll lose that fight because you just used the smoke. Yeah. Her passive is extremely underrated, just like Mirage. Where you can just like, where like they shoot you, then you can go boom and just like run faster. Her ultimate is also good, but there's so many legends that can just like get out of it. Like Path with the zipline, Wraith with her thing, Gibby with his bubble. And yeah. That's her Bangor romance for me. Then my next legend is Rampart. I think Rampart, if this was an arena tier list, I think you might be knowing about where I might put her then, but this ain't an arena tier list. I think she is one of the best legends in arena. Like, I run her like so a lot. Even though I have a ton of like things with Valkyrie in arena, I still like, now I play her a lot more in arena. Even though I don't play arena, but when I do play arena, it's always going to be Rampart. I think her walls are just like great for like, and you don't have, and I think a lot of people think of her walls as like, and we're still in C tier, by the way. I think a lot of people think of her walls as like a campy play style, but like there could be like a guy right here, and then like over there, and then like I just place another wall right here, and like just like mid fight you can place these walls, as long as like you're getting shot right now, you don't place a wall. But like if like you're going up here, you jump up, place a wall, continue shooting a guy down here, and then you still have just like wall up here. it's like, I just think her walls, people think of her walls like caustic traps. And I don't feel like they're like that. Where you have to like sit in one spot for them to super be useful. I'm sorry, not caustic trap, Watson fences. But like, yeah. How'd this alternator run out of ammo? I thought the care package weapons didn't run out of ammo. Yeah. I thought care package weapons didn't run out of ammo. And let's not forget about Sheila. Sheila! Yeah. Sheila is great. And moving on to B tier. We got the old rascal Fuse. So let's use Flatline for the next couple ones. Let's get some good attachments for it. There we go. But yeah, Fuse, his knuckle clusters are way better than they used to be. His Bring of Fire is actually semi-scary. Don't feel like he's a top tier legend. I don't think he ever will be a top tier legend. I do think he is a pretty good legend though. That if you're just looking, if like you want to get some better gun skill and you just want to like have some help, Fuse is definitely a great option to look at, because he can just make you use your since he's focusing on grenades. Like, I think the only thing Fuse would need to be of any better, and right now we're in B tier, I think the only thing Fuse would need to be a little better would be to be able to do this with frags. He has a frag. He does this. So he would, and then I would be able to go, whee! And I would be able to start, and I would be able to fly away. He freaking needs to be able to grenade jump. He needs it so bad. He needs to be able to grenade jump. I think that, and it'd just make him a lot more fun. His pick rating would go up more. It'd be more fun to play. And I died. Well, next up is I think you might have saw Revenant. Now, Revenant here, if this was the annoying tier list, he would be at the freaking moon. Just something about Revenant is so annoying, but okay, I'll talk about the good things first. So, Revenant is like mainly the silence. Whenever I play Revenant, I don't feel like it works that well. But whenever I get silenced, I'm always like, I see a lot of times if there's a Revenant on the other team, I will die just because I play Legends so much, like Valkyrie, that are like, I'm so used to just getting out of scenarios, just to like flying out, but you can't with Revenant. I think Revenant isn't that big of a deal if you're playing someone like Fuse or Crypto. Just someone who, because when you play them a lot, you're not like used to just getting out of there like Wraith Q real quick. So I do like right after B tier. He's a pretty good legend. I just think there are a couple better ones. and his death totem. People thought, I think it was like Revtane. That combo was broken. It's Ash Revenant now. Ash plus Revenant is going to be much more broken than Revtane ever was. So, yeah. If anything, he's just come and got a brand new buff. And our next legend in B tier is Pathfinder. Pathfinder, if you're he has a really high skill ceiling. I'll give him that. So you can get like some really cool clips with like his grappler. But I feel like his long range zipline is kind of nice, but not really super good, I'm gonna say. Like, I just don't never find like times when like I would rather pick. Would you guys seriously ask me this? Where would you rather travel? A tiny bit away with a Pathfinder grapple, and I mean like zipline, or the entire map with no chance of being beamed with Valkyrie's launchpad? I mean, like, it's just. I actually hit that? No, I hit that. But it's just, it is good. And what really makes him not be like the worst legend in the game is that grappler, which is pretty fun to use. But I think it's like, I feel like that grappler is the only thing that makes him up super high. And like if this was a fun tier list, he would be up in like A tier. But right now he's in B tier, just like this, because this isn't a fun tier list. This is what I think is like the actual like power tier list. So for those reasons, he is here. Because like the zipline is good, but like yeah, he would be buffed again if you could do this over and over again. Like zipline jump kind of. I think they patched, but like yeah. There's something about like zip lines where he would be buffed if they like fixed it. But moving on to still in B tier, by the way. Horizon. I think Horizon. So she used to be like the best legend in the game. Now she is good. But again, I'm not super scared if I run into a Horizon. Like it's just I don't ever like really find like so let's go over her abilities. First off, I feel like a lot of people say her pass is like really good. I think it's not good like at all really. It is moonwalks that like I'll show you over here, but so her passive is this like upward like thingamajigger that like launches you up. That's pretty good. Her ultimate's a black hole, which if you throw like some thermites in is pretty good, but still fine. But in her passive is this. Every other legend in the game, you can't just immediately sprint. She can immediately sprint. That's kind of like a nice little tweak that could be there, and if it wasn't there, the rating wouldn't be any higher or lower. So yeah, she is really good though. Like this, being able to just like in the middle of a fight do this, or like get a place just doing this. I think she is a little bit overrated. I think a lot of people think she's like A tier. I think she's like B tier, B plus. But yeah, have your own opinions. Next, moving into A tier with, this is probably going to be a massive surprise to a lot of you out there, Octane. Octane is, he's really fun to play. Like the being able to just like stim and go fast and have fun and do that makes him why he has like the highest pick rate in the entire freaking game. But I think since his path of health went, regeneration isn't as high as it used to be. I think that, and that he can't go as far with his launch pad, is just, I think it just makes him not as much fun to play. Like, I think he is still a blast to play, and I think it also makes him just not like as good. Like, just like knowing that like, if I'm stimming right now, I'm gonna get in the past I would know like, oh, I'm getting the health back within like the next like 8 seconds. Now it's like 15. It's like, it's not that big of a difference, like really, but like it just, yeah, he's still an amazing legend in being able to like stim around, but I don't think he is A tier anymore. So moving on, still in A tier to Caustic. I, a little bit ago, had never played Caustic before. He's the only legend I had never played, and I was kind of fun with that. Like, I didn't think he was good, really, like good, kind of at all. I thought he was kind of bad, and it was just for like the campies. But like, I usually play super aggressive. Like you've seen in any of my videos. Like I don't like wait that much, and I think I can play that with Caustic. I think in a fight, I can go up, throw down one of those, and just kind of like, if I'm leaving a corner of a fight, I can do that. I don't think it needs as much like setup. I just think I can just like play him and like while still playing in my normal playstyle. So for that reason, I think he is pretty good. I think the Hemlock reloading fast looks nuts, by the way. I think his gas traps are really good, and they're really annoying to fight against, but they are really good. And then his ultimate is like 5 gas traps. His passive is, not really there. His passive isn't really there, but moving on. Our next A tier legend is the TTVs, that the thing that made TTVs the everybody's most favorite legend in the game. Well, kind of, but not really. Is no other than Wraith. Her passive is not there, but the rest of her kit most certainly is. It like I want to get, just for Wraith, I want to get a R99 in Peacekeeper. Because that's like, I feel like what Wraiths use. But Wraith is like the sweetest of them all, and still really good. So her passive is like nothing, but her Q is really good. Like he wouldn't even like known too much where I am. The ultimate is also really good, and just like is a great means for transportation and just moving around, and just, yeah, it's just, her ultimate is just, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying, but Wraith is pretty good, and you should definitely play her. So next in A tier is none other than Lifeline. I think everybody has been dogging on Lifeline ever since she lost her red shield, but I think since she can, I just think her resin capability makes her amazing. I think she is, that's why I'm putting her in A+ tier. My first like up more. I don't think she is S tier, but I think she is really close. Her ultimate is decent if you want to get some good loot. That passive healing drone makes it so that you never have to carry medkits or syringes, which gives you so much more inventory space. I don't like playing her. The only reason is she kind of needs like to be the last one on the squad to die for her to be like that useful, and I'm always the first one on the squad to die, because like I'll go in, damage a couple of them, and then someone else will, and then I'll get knocked, and then they'll like finish, and then my teammates will like finish them off. And that's like how I play, and if you're the Lifeline, you cannot play like that. So I don't really like playing her, but she is amazing. So that was A+. So now we're moving into S tier. And to start off S tier with none other than the bank robber Loba, who is, I think she is, I'd probably play her. She is probably one of my two mains. And I main her for two reasons. One, her black market is so, it's amazing, so that you can like, you're never gonna like lose a fight because you had bad weapons. Like, ever, if you're playing Loba. Because you will always get like the best weapons. Like, within like the first minute of the game, I have like at least one, if not usually both, of my late game weapons. And that usually doesn't really happen, ever. So, for that reason, and her passive, Eye for Quality, is decent. I find it pretty good to get those Phoenix kits and purple evos. Just being able to know where to land to get a purple evo off drop is so flipping good. And then being able to use her bracelet to get over there, and then use her black market to see, oh, I want a Spitfire and alternator, or like a Kraber, just makes her so good. It's like you can steal loot from like trials and like vaults. So for that reason, I pick Loba as first S tier. Next, in S tier, we have Bloodhounder. Bloodhound is amazing. Like being able to just like do that quick scan that goes like all the way over there to see where like the people are makes him amazing. Like that's it. Like his other abilities are fine, but all of him lies in that freaking tactical. It is so good. You can like clear out an area. And like I kind of think like I think it's like Octane who is maybe the most played. I think next is probably Bloodhound, because at least in my lobbies, because he's just good and free, and yeah. So next up is Ashe. Ashe is the new legends of the game, and she came in with a freaking bang. She had it's her passive. Like most legends have like a good like tactical or like a good ultimate with their passive. Ashe has amazing for every single one. So that is, there's only a couple legends like that, and those are pretty much the S tier. You're pretty much S tier if you are like that. You have like S tier passives, tacticals, and ultimates. And so hers is she can do like see when people have died on the map for pub stomping. She's like amazing. Like, and this twirling thing in her hand, you can do it like behind walls, stuns and damages people. It's just too good. It's like an amazing arc star, and it has like unlimited range. So and her ultimate. Don't even get me started on her ultimate. Just being able to in this, like unlike Wraith Q, you can be getting shot at and then just pop the ultimate. She's just like so good. Next, we have 2 legends left. The next legend is Valkyrie. My Loba and Valkyrie are my mains. And the main reason I like Valkyrie is just this. Being able to just fly up, do whatever the heck you want, go back down. I think that just makes her so good. And then she also has an arc star every like 30 seconds that you can use when you're mid-air, and I can get like the dummy all the way down there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all that damage I did to that dummy. Like, it's just an amazing, like, and also what you can really do with this is you can get people behind cover, I think better than like any of the other grenades. So that is why Valkyrie is the second best A S tier legend in the game. And for the best legend in the game is Gibby. He has an arm shield that gives him that basically makes him like undefeatable. Like he is just undefeatable, basically. You could call him that. Like you just can't lay a finger on my guy. First, what he'll do is he'll have a passive. So you'll have to do 50 damage to get by him first, before you even want to shoot him. Then your shots won't then your shots will like be like BBs to him because he's fortified. So like he just like takes like no damage. I know it's not actually like that, but it feels like that. Every time I fight BBs, it always takes like our entire squad because they have it feels like they have so much health. And then finally, once you can actually get them weak, they'll just do this, bop, and then heal, and then res their teammates quick. And then when they're in here, what they'll do is they'll pop their ultimate, and then they'll just throw down an entire missile swarm of like angry bees to kill anyone who's like in it. And his tactical is made for his ultimate. He's just so good. It's like, and I think he has like such the lowest pick rate, but every time I see someone play him, they're like super good with him, just because like he's just the best legend in the game by far. So I hope you guys liked the Legends tier list, and I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, smash that like button. It's been a little long one, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out. Bye. Peace out. Wait. Peace out. Bye. I want to get this. It's gonna look cool. Peace out. Then I'll do it one more time. Peace out. Peace out, bye. What? Peace out, bye. Peace out, bye. There we go.